Judith Chalmers was one of the most trusted and influential figures in British television history. For decades, she guided millions of viewers through the world of travel journalism and helped transform the way ordinary people viewed international holidays. Following her passing at the age of 90, many people are reflecting on her extraordinary career, cultural impact, and lasting legacy in broadcasting. Today, we explore her early life, professional journey, criticisms, achievements, and the lessons her career continues to teach modern media creators. How did Judith Chalmers begin her life and broadcasting career? Judith Chalmers was born on October 10, 1935, in Cheshire, England. She entered broadcasting at a very young age through the BBC Northern Children's Hour radio programme. Her early exposure to live broadcasting helped develop the discipline, confidence, and technical precision that later defined her career. During an era when broadcasting opportunities for women were limited, she gradually built a reputation for professionalism and reliability. How did the broadcasting world look during the early years of her career? During the 1950s and early 1960s, British broadcasting was highly formal and controlled. Most programs were filmed inside studios because international filming was expensive and technically difficult. Foreign travel itself was still considered a luxury that many ordinary families could not afford. Television presenters were expected to maintain strict professionalism, careful speech, and polished appearances. Women were often restricted to entertainment roles rather than serious factual programming. How did Judith Chalmers help break barriers for women in television? Judith Chalmers became one of the early women to gain authority and visibility in British factual broadcasting. Instead of relying on celebrity image alone, she built trust through preparation, calm presentation, and strong communication skills. Her success quietly challenged the idea that women could not lead major informational programs. Media historians often describe her as part of the generation that helped open professional doors for future female presenters and journalists. Why was her early BBC training important to her future success? Her BBC training taught her how to manage live broadcasting under pressure, communicate clearly, and adapt quickly to unexpected situations. Those skills became extremely valuable when she later moved into travel journalism and location-based filming. Unlike heavily scripted studio programs, travel reporting required flexibility, Chalmers different from other travel presenters. Naturally, her presentation style felt environments across the world and relatable. How did Wish You Were Here become like a helpful guide rather than a distant celebrity? Wish You Were Here focused not only on 74 landmarks but also on one of Britain's most popular travel programs and everyday experiences. The show changed travel broadcasting by moving away from static studio descriptions and instead filming directly on ordinary audiences, markets, and cultural sites around the world. Industry in Britain. Viewers no longer coincided with the rise of affordable package holidays and cheaper international flights during the 1980s and 1990s. Millions of British families began traveling abroad for the first time, and her program became a trusted source of information and inspiration. Tourism experts later described a phenomenon sometimes called the Chalmers effect, where destinations featured positively on her show experienced major increases in British tourism. Why did audiences trust her recommendations so strongly? Judith Chalmers built credibility through consistency and professionalism. She carefully evaluated destinations, hotels, travel conditions, and customer experiences. She emphasized practical information instead of exaggerated luxury. Many viewers believed she genuinely cared about helping audiences make informed travel decisions rather than simply promoting tourism businesses. What journalistic techniques helped make her reporting successful? She used conversational narration, authentic location filming, and direct interaction with local communities. Instead of presenting foreign cultures as distant or mysterious, she made them understandable and emotionally accessible. She balanced excitement with practical advice and often focused on the real experiences travelers could expect rather than unrealistic fantasies. How did her work document a disappearing world? Her programs captured many locations before the rise of mass digital tourism, social media, and influencer culture. She filmed destinations during a time when many coastal towns, cultural traditions, and natural environments remained less commercialized. Today, some of her broadcasts are viewed as historical archives showing how parts of the world looked before globalization and online tourism transformed them. What criticisms did Judith Chalmers face during her career? Some critics argued that travel television sometimes ignored deeper social issues such as poverty, political conflict, or environmental damage. Others believed programs like Wish You Were Here occasionally presented overly romanticized versions of destinations. Some analysts also questioned whether travel broadcasting blurred the line between journalism and tourism promotion. How did she respond to criticism about travel journalism? Judith Chalmers often defended the seriousness of travel reporting. She explained that the work involved careful research, exhausting filming schedules, and detailed evaluation of destinations. She believed travel journalism should inform viewers honestly while also inspiring curiosity and exploration. Her focus on consumer trust helped maintain her reputation for decades. Why did some viewers view her as a symbol of aspirational travel culture? During economic difficulties in Britain, some people felt foreign holidays remained financially out of reach. For those audiences, her program represented a glimpse into a lifestyle associated with comfort and middle-class leisure. However, many viewers also appreciated the show because it allowed them to experience other cultures from home even if they could not travel themselves. How did her career influence modern travel influencers and content creators? Many techniques used by today's travel YouTubers and influencers reflect methods that Judith Chalmers pioneered decades earlier. These include personality-driven storytelling, immersive location filming, practical travel advice, and emotionally engaging presentation. However, media analysts often point out that Chalmers focused far more on credibility and journalistic professionalism than personal branding. Why is her broadcasting style still relevant in the modern digital era? Even in the age of artificial intelligence, social media algorithms, and immersive travel technology, audiences still value authenticity and trust. Judith Chalmers proved that long-term success comes from credibility, preparation, and respectful storytelling rather than sensationalism alone. Her human-centered reporting style remains a blueprint for creators seeking lasting influence. What lessons can modern journalists and creators learn from her career? Her career teaches that professionalism and trust matter more than trends. She demonstrated the importance of preparation, adaptability, and respectful communication with audiences. She also showed that successful storytelling is not only about beautiful visuals but about helping people feel connected to places and cultures in meaningful ways. How did Judith Chalmers become part of British cultural history? For millions of viewers, Judith Chalmers became more than a television presenter. She represented curiosity, adventure, reliability, and the excitement of discovering the wider world. Her work helped define an entire era of British travel culture and influenced generations of broadcasters who followed her path. What is the lasting legacy of Judith Chalmers? Her legacy lives on through modern travel journalism, documentary storytelling, and the countless viewers she inspired to explore the world. She proved that audiences will always value presenters who combine warmth, intelligence, and credibility. Long before the rise of social media influencers, Judith Chalmers established the foundation for personality-driven travel media while maintaining journalistic integrity. Finally, Judith Chalmers leaves behind a remarkable legacy that shaped television, tourism, and travel journalism for generations. Her work continues to inspire broadcasters, creators, and audiences around the world. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to share, like, and subscribe for more detailed stories about legendary public figures, media icons, and cultural history.